Hi, I'm David Brannon, disability lawyer. In this video, I'm going to tell you why I believe pharmacy records, medication history records, are so important to proving your disability claim. And so after this video, you'll understand why I believe that and how you can go about getting these records yourself. Now, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. We love that. And also leave your comments and hit the subscribe and bell notification. That way you'll get notice of our videos that come out a few times a week. I think medication history documents are one of the most overlooked things that people could include to improve their chances of winning CPP disability. A medication history document is a printout from a pharmacy. It's an official record. It's a printout of their computer system that shows the medications that you've taken that's been kind of processed through their pharmacy to you over a set period of time. This would fall into those records that I would call records created by others that are within the ordinary course of business. So this type of record is giving a lot of weight and importance by decision makers, who could include the medical adjudicator at Service Canada and the tribunal judge if you go to the Social Security Tribunal. Before I get into why they're so important, so what you want to get is you would go to a pharmacy where you go to all the pharmacies, if you have more than one, and you would just ask them for a medication history or a medical history. They'll know what you're talking about. The thing you need to tell them is, look, I need it to show chronological order, which they can easily print, because they have various options of how to print these things out. So you want chronological order, so it starts with the oldest and then moves forward to the most recent. You want the names of the medication, the dosage, the prescribing doctor, and you want to get that printed out. Just ask them for the whole history. It's the best practice. So you want to get these historical records, and if you got to go to more than one pharmacy, go get them so you can piece them all together, because you want to be able to show a timeline. Why these records are so important is they really tell a part of your story, and they can show the history of the medications you've been taking, how they've changed over time, the different doctors that have been involved. And if you're someone who's taken a lot of medications and had to go through a lot of different medication trials, these ones didn't work, you tried these next ones, that is going to be reflected in these records. They're going to show month by month all the prescriptions, over time the changes, and it is such a powerful document. Trust me, the adjudicator and the judge will really appreciate it if you have these records. They now have a clear picture of the story of, at least from a medication point of view, of what you've gone through. The more serious or medications you've taken, the more important this is. There is this idea that the more serious your medications must mean a more serious disability. Now, doesn't necessarily mean that, but that is a thing that goes through people's minds, that if, wow, these are serious medications, this must be a serious disability. So if you have that kind of situation where you've tried a lot of medications, that there was a period where you had very little, and then all of a sudden you started taking a lot, that's important to show, because if that lines up with when you say your disability started, then it's very important. The other thing it can show is, like, if you've had periods where before you went off work where you had flare-ups and struggles, that'll often line up with medications, because you'll see that there were increases in the dosage of medication that would indicate that you were dealing with more serious symptoms. So it really helps. These records can really help to corroborate your own testimony. It will corroborate the story you're telling of how things changed over time. So important. And very cheap. Some pharmacies will give these to you for free. If I request them for a client, they usually charge us anywhere from $50 to $75. But it's well worth the money to get these, or the take the time to just go over and get the printout. Again, they'll usually give them to you for free. Now, you want to get these printouts and get them in as part of your CPP disability application, appeals, or tribunal. The reason you want these printouts is because how easy it is for the decision maker to just sit there and to go through them. They're an official document, so they're reliable. What some people try to get away with is either, number one, they'll just handwrite out a list of their medications. That's not as effective. One, you could be lying, right? You could be lying, you could be wrong. Again, your list doesn't really give a accurate history. Even if you try to give years and things, that is a document you created for the purpose of this case, it is immediately seen as not reliable. It is not comparable at all to this official printout that was created in the past. A lot of these entries were created in the past, even though they're printing it out now. Much more credible document. If you don't give something like this, you're creating a lot of extra work for the decision maker. They now have to kind of go through they can go through your doctor's records, other reports, and try to piece together what medications you took at what point. Not effective. You don't want them trying to do more work. You want it to be easy for them. You want them to be able to easily see the history and the story that will be told through your medication history. Now, if you like this video, please do not hesitate to hit the like button, leave your comments below. We'd love to answer questions and clarify things for you. Also, hit the subscribe and bell notification so you'll get notice of our videos once or twice a week. We wish you all the best with your claim, and don't hesitate to come back next time. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.